Good morning, friends. My name is Lisa Schmidt, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Welcome to, I was going to say new in the studio, but Saturday. It's Saturday in the studio, and I love that it's Saturday. Okay, I don't usually wear, I try to dress up a little bit for our broadcast, but we are at the refuge, and I only packed warm clothes, and it's chilly. It's right now, I don't know, it's like 54, 50 something. It's chilly. And so anyway, here we go. Today I want to show you complimentary or part of a super suite called Country Flowers is the stamp set I want to focus on. It goes with the birdhouse one, the Country Birdhouse. And the designer series paper is beautiful. The stamps are so much fun. So I want to share that with you today. So I've got 2 cards, and then I've got 2 cards to show you that somebody else made. So let's go ahead and get started. First, I want to show you that this is the stamp set. Country Flowers is the one that I'll be using today, and it coordinates. So first off, let's just look at it. So it's got this cute little stool. It's got a little teapot. It's got a little, what do you call that? Milk jug or something. And then it's got flowers. It's also got some leaves, and it's got these cute little sayings, and that little flower market is so fun. So it comes from the catalog here, our new annual catalog. And this is what we call a super suite. It's the Country Woods Suite Collection. It's on page 48. And this has pictures of all different cards from this suite. So today I'm focusing on this one right here, the Country Flowers. And we have all these fun dies. And what I love is these are our, bonus dies. We have lots of bonus dies in there with flowers and leaves, and then this paper, and I'm just going to show you the paper.
Morning, Tina. Morning,
started here. Hi, friends. So this designer series paper is just really, really pretty. It's got this eyelet lace, which I think is very fun, and a nice subtle background. The eyelet lace is also in the petal pink. Isn't that pretty? And we've got this little bit of denim, and on the other side, that's the petal pink on the other side. And I showed you those 2, this one right here, the blue with petal pink polka dots on the other side. That's fun to say. And this kind of blue, a little bit more different eyelet, but still eyelet that's our new base color. I can't remember what it's called. It's not Sahara Sand. I can't remember.
Basic beige.
Basic beige. I knew it was basic. And then this
Morning,
one,
Diane.
Just lots of ones that are a little bit muted that you can stamp on top of. And just so beautiful. So let me set that aside. So I am going to make today, I like to start with pure stamping. So I'm going to do that. I just cut a little piece of paper because I'm trying to pure stamping. I think of not using die cuts. And so I'm trying to get that. I am going to use
and
this.
It's hard for you.
It is hard. I am going to use this little, I think that's what I'm going to use. Yes. Use this little can. And it's funny because I thought, I need to mask it. But then this is a separate piece. So the stamp actually is open at the top. So that makes it handy. I'm going to stamp it in early espresso. But actually, I'm going to start up with the flowers because I want to leave space for the little words on the bottom. So I'm going to start with these little flowers. I'm going to go up as high as I can go. And I suppose you could do it any which way. I was looking at which way the tall flowers kind of go, and I think they sort of go like this. So I'm going to stamp that there. And then our little bucket, which, like I said, it has it has a space where the flowers would go. So I didn't feel like I needed to mask it. Look at that. I did not even mask it, and it looks like it's masked, which I think that's kind of fun. And then I was just going to do some coloring, a little bit of coloring, and I'm going to add some words on the bottom. The color I did not bring is something for the roses, but because we're at the refuge, this is light granny apple green. So I'm just going to add a little bit of green in. I'm going to use the other side, a little bit of green in here. Friends, what are you doing this Saturday morning? What are you doing?
We're going to go check out the zoo.
Yeah, kind of excited about that.
There's a zoo here in Little Falls, and we've never been there, so we'd like to go see it.
And we've driven by quite a bit, but so I will say I'm working at one of the tables, and it's kind of an empty room there with nobody. I think that's all I'm going to do, that little bit. Okay, and then I was debating, and I'm going to put together the rest of the card. Actually, let's do this, a little bit of dark gray granite on here. And these are our Stampin' Blends, which I love, 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 our Stampin' Blends. And I'm going to go to light green gray granite. Yes, light gray granite. And go ahead and give this a little bit of color as well. I'm just going to do the whole thing. Then I'll go back with dark. But the thing with the Stampin' Blends is when you color them, it's alcohol based, so it all blends in and it doesn't have streaks, which I really appreciate. You can see as it dries, it kind of just all blends right together. So I'm going to go back over just this base one more time, make that a little bit darker. And I'm going to go over this piece right here. And then a little bit on the edge. I don't know. People do this and it looks very nice. So I'm going to do mix a little bit of shadow on the edge. Just like that. Just a little bit.
You're
okay. What's that?
You're funny. Some people do this. So I'm going to.
I'm going to go ahead and stamp the words right now while I am here. And I was thinking sending love on the bottom. It kind of fits right in there. Just can't remember if I put it on the block or not. Oh, I have one more thing I want to stamp on there. So excited about this. I probably put it on a block. But the other thing I want to do is I want to stamp the Fresh Flowers Flower Market right on the tin. It's so cute. Flower Market. Look at how fun that is. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And I'm just looking.
Our autofocus is going a little strong today. So
meaning?
I don't know. It kind of zooms out and then zooms back in. So.
Oh, I see. All right. I'm pretty sure I took the words out, but sending love, maybe. Oh, there it is. I did not. That's fine. Sending love.
I like the Flower Market.
I like it too. Vintagey. Isn't that cute? Yeah. I'm pretty sure this fits right at the bottom there. Sending love. There we go. Perfect.
Tina, I had my morning coffee on the front porch. Enjoyable as always.
Awesome. Then I'm going to use we're going to use Petal Pink just to draw in that, I don't know, it's just a pretty color. It looks good with the gray. Okay, I'm really hot. I got to take my sweatshirt off. Oh, Dave's like, just bear with it. Okay, sorry.
Whatever. Do whatever you want.
No, I'll do it when you have an announcement. All right, I still don't have adhesive up here, sweetie. Not your fault. My fault. I think I took it home at one point and forgot to bring it back. So that's okay. So let's go ahead and I really like the eyelet. It's very subtle. And this is 3 inches by 5 1/4. And then I'm just going to use this right here. So it really is just basic gray. Kind of that, just an undertone, not a real strong color. And you'll see why I chose this Petal Pink also. Let's just put that there. And before I stick these on, I always double check to make sure that they're the same length. Because it's easy when you're cutting different pieces of paper that sometimes they're off. Hi, Tina. Hi, Mary Jo. Hi, all our friends, Diane. So the ribbons that come with this suite are these two, Petal Pink and I'm going to call it pearly white. I think they just call it white, but look at how pretty those are. I'm going to stay still there. Yeah, and so I'm going to use the Petal Pink and actually go all the way around here and make a little, let's see, this is going to sit here. I think I'm going to do it towards the bottom. Make myself a little more space there. Grab some scissors. Always leave yourself a little more ribbon because you know what? Otherwise you cut it too short and you're thinking you're saving yourself. Okay, now I'm second guessing myself. Do we want it on top of this? Let's look. Then you end up just throwing out that piece because it's too small. I think I'm going to just put it right here. All right, so let's put this on. So make sure you give yourself enough to tie whatever it is you're wanting to tie. And we'll do that. Just make a little ribbon there. It's pretty ribbon. And actually, I'm going to go with the pattern there. I was going to go the other way, but I'm going to go with the pattern and cut these. There we go. Okay. That one's a little shorter. I'm going to trim it one more time. And yeah, I really like this vintagey look on this. So now you could mat that on the petal pink. That would sure look pretty, or you could do it just like this. Now
Morning, Nancy.
here's where my little dilemma came in, and I think I'm going to wait. Here's what I was testing out beforehand. I thought, can I stamp on the gray, the pattern, and see if it works? And it felt like it's a little bit too much going on. It's a little bit too dark. And then I don't have my petal pink marker, so I was like, oh, can I use a Sharpie? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to wait because I really want these to be petal pink. So I'll do that once I get home, and we'll call that good. I am going to put dimensionals on here so we can get a little bit of dimension because it feels a little bit flat, even with our pretty ribbon. But just to show you, you can do, I feel like I rarely do just what I would call pure stamping, but it is good. It's just a little simpler or basic. I don't know. I just like it too. One of my friends stamps very simple, elegant cards, and this would be something that I think she would really like. All right. So there is our first one. You're just going to have to imagine that these are in this color. All of a sudden I'm like, ooh, but you could make a rose out of, no, let Lisa stop.
Just stop.
Just stop right there. But it's pretty. Don't you think? I think it's just, I love the flower market. And yeah, I think this looks really pretty. And once we get that petal pink, it'll look even better. So what do you think? Cute?
Very cute.
Oh, Dave says, Lisa doesn't notice that I say hi to everyone. Okay,
they
fine.
saw that.
Oh, I know. I'm seeing it for the first time. Okay, so that's one card. Do you want to do your little announcement and then I'll go on, or you want me to keep
Sure.
going?
Okay. We have a couple things coming up. As always, with everything, go to thestamperstudio.com. That is where you can go and order products. You can sign up for events. And a couple of those things that we have coming up are, one is Card Cafe. Our June Card Cafe is coming up. Card Cafe is our in-person event that happens in our Minnetonka studio. It is happening on June 15th from 10 until noon. You get to come, you choose 5 designs, you make 2 of each of those designs, and you walk away with 10 beautiful cards and a great morning of laughter and fun.
It is fun.
Everyone always has a great time. Please go ahead and sign up for that so we have our numbers in order. But that is happening June 15th from 10 until noon. The other thing, when you go to thestamperstudio.com, you can also sign up for our hosted retreats up here at the Refuge Little Falls. And so we do have a couple of dates coming up. We have just a few spots left for the June hosted weekend and a few for July. So June is from June 21st to the 23rd, and July is from the 12th to the 14th. These are always so much fun. We have a lot of friends who come back. I think we're up to friends who have been with us 4 different times for hosted retreats. So they keep coming back. And even more fun than that is we have friends who come time after time and they bring new friends, and those friends bring friends. And so we have a great time with old friends and new friends, and great time for you to just focus and do your crafting. We get to pamper you for the weekend, and a great time is had by all. So like I said, for everything, go to thestamperstudio.com. You can sign up for anything you are looking for there.
Awesome. Thanks, Dave. Yes, we love, because our friends, with people who become friends and then they bring friends, it's like, oh, so much fun, and your friends are so amazing. So all right, this next card that I want to make, literally it came out of, I pulled out, I was like, oh, I want to use thick white cardstock. It was already scored. I was like, oh, perfect, I'll just use that. Something I had extra, but this is 1 inch. And so now I'm like, is it 1 or 1 1/4? It's 1 1/4. I was like, it looks a little bigger than 1. It's 1 1/4 inches. And this bottom piece then would be 1/16 over 3. So 3 and 1/16, or just 3 is good. I like to overlap just a tiny bit there. So that's my card base. I'm going to grab my, oh my. I think it's because I stamp upstairs and downstairs. Anyway, I'm going to use the piece of denim, and I'm actually going to go like this so I can see it. I'm going to put the little piece that looks like denim right here. And this one's going to have dies, as you can see, maybe on the screen, a couple dies I've already cut out because, this is going to be a card that's a little bit or a lot more than the other one. So, okay, this morning I woke up at like 5. I was like, oh, I could go out and weed. What's the temperature? Oh, it's cold, but I could wear I'm like, Lisa, go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. Do not need to get up. But that's how my brain is like always moving. All right. And then on the bottom, I'm going to put that petal pink in the eyelet. It's going to look like that. Isn't that cute? I think it's really cute. So let's go ahead and do that. I want the petal pink on the top. Just make sure I'm putting glue on the right side. There we go. And let's stick that down. Yes, I am. Making sure I'm on the screen at the right spot. There we go. But like I said, the one thing I do like about the glue is you can slide it. But I don't like that it gets sticky on my fingers.
You can reposition.
You can reposition it. Thank you, David Schmid. You can reposition it. There we go. Okay, so there is our base. Now we're going to make some things to put on here. So I'm going to set this aside and we'll go ahead and grab our, what are you doing over there?
Just opening a package.
Oh, it's kind of loud. Okay, I die cut out a bunch of things and we're going to stamp on them, all of them. It's loud. What are you doing?
It's not loud.
It is loud. Okay, go ahead and I'm going to use Early Espresso again. Going to stamp this little stool, which I think is really fun. And hopefully die cutting first. I don't die cut first. Usually I stamp first, but I wanted to die cut first just so that you don't have to spend time die cutting. All right. This one I really would rather have I'm going to do that one in black. I think I would rather have that teapot in black. So we'll grab that. This teapot is so cute. All right, let's get that. It's always like, okay, can I do it? Yes, I can. There we go. Not bad. Got a little bit of that. That's fine. It kind of looks like a teapot. I mean, the top of the teapot. It is a teapot.
Funny how that works.
Funny how that works. And I want some green leaves. I think I'm going to do those. Let's think here for a second. I'll just do that in black also. Just the stool is going to be in brown. Okay, so we got some leaves here. Oh, did I just do them in brown? Yes, I did. All right, let me just clean that off, put away the brown, and stick with what I want. Here we go. Black. All right, so this one, we're going to stamp the leaves in Memento Black. You know, I'm like, oh, don't get those all inky. Okay, let's get that. Just like that. Great. Okay, we've got our pretty leaves. And I'm going to do one more in flowers. And let's see, I think I decided, yep, the 2 little leaves are at the bottom. So I'm going to put this just like, it's a lot to line up. All right, I'm just going to go for it. Woo! Good. All right, so these are going to go on. We're going to actually, I'm going to go ahead and add some color to them. The greens, we're going to color in our greens. I brought 3 greens. I brought the 2 granny apples, and then I have the dark old olive. So I'm kind of going to do like different, I don't know, different, oh, that is dark, different colors of leaves, and then color, well, now I have to do some on this side because that is so dark. Darker than the granny apple. It's not so dark, it's just darker than granny apple. We'll do one more down here. And then I'm going to go in with the granny apple and see what we got here. This one is dark and this one is light. I like to start with light actually, because then you can always go darker. And you could lift off. You could go lighter. Oh my, I'm making a mess. Some is, I say this every time, I just need to get a new contact. So that's all right. Let's go ahead and do this. Then I might go back over with the dark and add a little bit. I just colored in here where I don't need any, but I think I'm just going to actually color that in because now maybe you don't notice it. It's not partially colored in, but not all the way colored. Okay, enough about this for a moment. What are you guys doing today? Any exciting plans or anything going on this lovely Saturday morning? We, like Dave said, we're going to go to the zoo. Okay, this one's a little darker. This
So last weekend I planted some wildflower seeds here at the refuge.
Yep.
So I do see some things sprouting. I'm hoping they're my wildflower seeds and not. So we will see as time goes on. But as we know, weeds are just flowers that people don't like. So
Yeah, I don't like them.
we'll see if they're weeds or if they're wildflowers.
Hey, I'm trying to make this pretty, and I feel like I'm messing up here. I probably should have stuck with not the old olive because it
The old olive got a little dark.
got a little dark, but I'm trying to go over it a little bit. Okay.
I'm guessing you don't have another one.
Another one, what?
Die cut.
No. But
You have
Yeah.
the dyes.
yes, of course. But then how am I going to color that one any different than this one? Oh, because that one
Not
brown
use
leaf.
the old olive.
You always have a brown leaf. All right, I'm going to leave it. I don't want to die cut and color another one, but I am going to add some more color to this. And
I'm not real sure what you got going on there.
I know. You know, I saw somebody's that looked so pretty that I was trying to copy and I just didn't.
Yeah.
It's all right. Dave's like, no, it's
Can you
not.
hold it up close? Maybe it
No.
looks better up close.
No, I don't want to hold it up close. All right.
Sorry, hon.
It's okay. It's all good. I'm going to go over this one. And now we break to our commercial. No, I'm just kidding.
Mary Jo's heading north to the lake.
Oh, fun.
For those of you watching not in Minnesota,
Yeah, I was going to say, and what lake is that, Mary Jo?
so there are two things in Mary Jo's statement there. Everyone goes up north and everyone goes to the lake. Now, up north and to the lake really encompasses 2/3 of the state of Minnesota and about 7,000 of the 11,000 lakes. So, that really, you generically hear people going up north and to the lake and really could mean just about anything.
I know. When I first moved here, I was like, what lake are they talking about? Dave's like, yep. Yep, the lake. Okay, I think I redeemed this. I don't think it looks too bad. What do you think, Dave? Well, never mind. It doesn't matter because I'm going with it.
It looks good.
Okay. I'm going to go with it regardless. One last little bit here. Oh, wow. That was a dark one. Okay, fine. That's okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Diane said, may all your weeds be wildflowers. It used to be an old Stampin' Up! Stamp.
Yep, that's true.
And Tina's going to be planting some flowers.
Nice. All right, I'm going with it. And then our little teapot, we're going to go with a little bit of the gray granite and make it a little bit, like I said, kind of gray. So chat amongst yourselves. Just kidding.
So I planted a few herbs last week in our herb garden.
Yeah. Did you look at them? I forgot to go look at them.
Yeah, they're looking good.
Did the weeds come all up around them?
I didn't notice that.
Because I did a lot of weeding in that garden yesterday, or last week.
I'd like to get a few more herbs. Where I bought them last week, there weren't that many, so I'd like to stop at the other place and get a few more.
Okay, let's do that. All right, I'm going to go with this. There we go. Let's put it together. Actually, I need one more thing, and that would be I want to make our stool a little bit brown. So, brown in light that I don't have okay, I just can't color it right now. I guess I can. I'm using the Wink of Stella, but that's okay. I really want brown on here because it's going to look pretty with brown.
The sparkly stool.
Yes.
It's Beyonce's stool.
It's a rustic stool, right? Rustic and sparkly. I don't know if that goes together, but so this is a way to color.
It's a new design style. We call it rustic glam.
All right, you market that. I bet you could sell it. You, Dave, could sell it, I'm sure. Rustic glam. I like it. Okay, it does look kind of rustic, which is, I guess, what I was
That's what you were going for.
There we go. I'm going to stop there. All right, because I did kind of want it colored. All right, let's build this puppy and move this aside. Okay, so we're going to have our stool here we're going to have our little teapot right here. Look how cute. And this one is going to have the leaves. So that is going to just like tuck right under there. Isn't that cute? Then once I stick it on, I want to make sure I got it all the way I want it. Then I die cut out of the holographic paper, the pot, so it looked a little bit more silver. And that one,
it goes with our rustic glam theme.
I know, would have that. I think it's pretty. I think it's got a lot. It's got a lot, but I think it's kind of fun. So let's start putting that together. Just kind of fun to build something a little bit different, a little bit more. More is what I always say. I'm going to go pretty low on that. And I am going to pop up my little teapot. And you could do just the teapot and the leaves and skip the other part. That would be cute too. Set that right there. You know what I did want to do though, because when you die cut it, it doesn't die cut this much white. I'm going to just trim that piece off. There we go. So that's sitting there. And then our leaves, our beautifully colored leaves, are going to go on top. And these, I'm actually going to do double trouble to make them pop up a little bit higher than the teapot, because I want them to sit on top of the teapot or look like they're in front of the teapot. All right, so that a little lower. It's going to go like that. I just want to make sure I've got it there. This one needs to go a little higher. Here we go. All right. There we go. And of course, like I just said, you could just stop there and put a sentiment on the side. And maybe that's what we want to do. I don't know. What do you think, Dave? I was thinking another pot, but I don't know if I like that.
No,
I think it's too much.
I think it's too much.
Yep.
I like just your one.
I like the one too. So we'll put a sentiment then on this side. And oh, we're not done yet. We're not done yet. I wanted to put, I mean, we could put this ribbon, but then I thought, oh, I kind of want to put some twine because the twine is a little more rustic. I have a lot of things here, so I'm going to push them all back. The twine is a little bit more rustic. So the twine will wrap just around this right here. And we're, of course, going to tie it on this side because we have everything loaded on the right side. So let's move this over. Oop. And I think I might do, let's look here, double trouble. Oh, I think the one looks good. All right, let's cut that and we'll be good to attach it. What do you think about this? It's kind of fun. Sentiment. I don't know what Mary Jo said. Sentiment. Yes.
Yep.
We'll put, I'll just put a sentiment on that side. Yes.
Yep.
And you know what? I even more so think I'm just going to stamp it directly on there in black because I don't really need to. That's going to tuck under there. I don't really need to die cut or put another piece on. I will just do it in that. And now, this is something a card we send to somebody we really love. It takes a little bit more. I'm going to tie a knot and then I want to tie a bow. So I've got lots of fingers in there. There we go. And then I'm going to tie this into a bow. That's straight. There we go. You should have seen the cards the ladies made last weekend. Mary BQ and Tina made some beautiful cards. So pretty. And then we just maneuver this to get it to do what we want it to do. There we go. And we'll just trim that a tiny bit there. Yeah. So that just tucks under there. Like that. Okay, the thing, and because I didn't have my bone folders down here because they're all upstairs. So I think I'm just going to try this and get it, because once you get it really folded, then it's not going to pop up as much. I'm going to do it on the back. And it will actually stay down there. On this side too. You get a nice good burnish there. It's going to stay better. Okay, it's cute. I really like it. Okay, and then the sentiment, I'm looking here, and there's so lucky to know you with heartfelt sympathy. I feel like I've been making a lot of sympathy. I don't want to make sympathy.
No more sympathy.
I know. Or sending love. And then, or best friend ever. Maybe that one's kind of fun.
Best friend ever sounds good.
Yeah. And then you know what? If we stamp it crooked, here's what we do. You know that then you just cover it up, right? So if you stamp it crooked, then we just cover it. And with these little ones, I try to drop them as opposed to place them, because when I place them, they're not straight. And so it's pretty, it's sometimes a little bit hard. I'm looking for black. Here it is right next to me. All right, that is quite the sparkly stool. Best friend ever. Let's get it the right way. I'm going to put it right down here. Best friend ever. It's crooked, but that's okay. I will fix it. I will fix it in a moment when you are not watching me. Oops, a little bit lower. There we go. So fun. I mean, I just think it's kind of it's beautiful. It's just a really pretty card. I just think it's very, very pretty. So hopefully, what do you think? What do you guys think? Hopefully you like it too. All right, let me show you the other cards that I made, or I did not make, but somebody made. And this one has something I love about this suite, and that is the eyelet. The eyelet 3D embossing folder is fantastic. And if you signed up for Card Cafe, or not Card Cafe, if you signed up for Stampin' Into Summer, my card has this on it. If you signed up for the extra class, my class, it has this. It's beautiful. Isn't that pretty?
It's very fun.
This is made by a dear friend, Stampin' Up! Friend of mine. And that's embossed. So pretty. I love Petunia Pop, and bringing in that little glitter is so fun also. Here's another one. This one is made by Julie Tonsanger, and kind of that idea of what I was saying about just coloring in a little bit of the flowers and a little bit of the leaves. I do like that. This is the new, what did you say, basic beige?
Yep.
Basic beige color, and then just a little piece of the embossed. Really pretty. Using
especially on top of the designer series paper.
Yeah, because you've already got a lot going on. Yep.
Behind it. And
yep. Yeah, and then this is the basic beige ribbon that comes with it. So many beautiful, beautiful things. Let me put these out here so you can see them. Where's my other one? My first one is right here, and I did decide to move that ribbon over, so it covered. There we go. Fun. Such a fun stamp set. So that is what I have for you today. Am I up? You're coming. I'm coming. There I am.
There you are.
So just a really beautiful stamp set. There's so many possibilities. I think that's one thing I really like about it, is that you can stamp it, just stamp it, and color. You could just stamp it plain. Like I noticed on this one, she did not color this because there was a color background. So many things you can do with this stamp set, Country Flowers, and with the suite. So I hope you have a great Saturday. I look forward to seeing you on Monday, Memorial Day, which we do not have school on Monday. Whoop, whoop. We have 9 days of school left. So not that I'm counting. No, we have 2 weeks. 2 weeks left. So anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. Do something really fun. By the way, would you like our page? I noticed that a lot of you who follow us and are friends of ours, it says invited. And so if you would like our page, that would be awesome. And then share it with your friends to like our page also. It would be sweet. All right, friends.
And subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yeah, that'd be great. All right, have a wonderful weekend. I look forward to seeing you on Monday evening. Happy stamping.